Tonight, we crack open Laws Experimental Bourbon. This is finished in Armagnac Casks. Welcome to the show. Laws Whiskey House Experimental Barrel. Straight bourbon whiskey finished in Armagnac Cask. Armagnac. Never quite get that word down right. They have a lot of information on this bottle, and this is a gigantic glass bottle. I mean, it's damn heavy too. It's got a big wood topper on it. I mean, very plain, but also very exquisite. I used that word in my last video, and now I can't get it out of my brain. It's a 4-grain recipe, 60% corn, 20% wheat, 10% rye, 10% malted barley. Mash type is sour mash, double distilled. Distilled on May 5th, 2016, harvested on June 7th, 2022. That makes it a 6-year bourbon. They talk about the primary finish. The entry proof was 110, the exit proof was 124.4. Yeah, I frothed my bourbon off camera. That's my way of getting aerating it and letting it get some of the strong ethanol smell or aroma out of it. Secondary finish is 300-liter French oak Armagnac Cask. It is non-chill filtered. This is from barrel 69. It yielded 288 bottles. Warehouse location was in Denver, and they even give you these streets. But this did come from Sprayberry Bottle Shop. My friend Bridge told me about it. In fact, it says hand selected by Sprayberry Bottle Shop, single barrel. So it's kind of unique in the sense that you're not going to find a lot of information on the website. And, you know, if you're looking for Laws, bourbon, or whiskeys, you may not find this experimental barrel. If you do, it could be obviously a different barrel, and it may or may not be this Armagnac cask. And in salute to Armagnac and cigar type finishes, I'm wearing my cigar hat provided to me from Samoan Barkeep, who graciously gave me this along with some very nice samples. So that's in tribute to Samoan Barkeep, and we'll try to put a link. He's a YouTuber and a bourbon aficionado. So we're going to try this Laws Experimental Barrel. I've tried a lot of Nulu experimental barrels, and I'm all for experimental as long as I've got an idea of what I'm getting into. When I picked this, I didn't realize at the time it was 124 proof, which is a little beyond my comfort level. You'll see a lot of high proof bourbons on the shelf that don't have a lot of bourbon drawn out of the bottle yet, because I just don't go to them that often. It has to be a special occasion. My 13th Colony Double Oak, my Stag 22A, and other ones like that are, you know, above 120 proof. I just don't drink them that often. I'm a 100 to 115 guy most times. Occasionally we'll get under 100 for my Whiskey Row and some other ones I really like that are in the 90 to 100. I usually don't drink below 90. I just don't have that many bourbons below 90. But this, we went to lawswhiskeyhouse.com, and the closest I can find is their 4-grain straight bourbon whiskey cask strength, and I assume that that's probably what they use for this before they add it to the Armagnac finish. And they talk about the aromas minus and Armagnac is a brandy, by the way, from France. They say on the cask version, aroma baking spice, black tea, and honeysuckle. Oh man, I found the brandy right away. It was the first thing. It is a, it kind of reminds me of Amburana with the intensity of the smell, but Amburana is almost sickly, very strong cinnamon. Yes, I have had a drink earlier. A very strong cinnamon toast crunch kind of smell. That's the best thing I can apply. Cinnamon toast. This is sweet, brandy-ish, but definitely got kind of a spice going for it. Past that, I smell vanilla, oak, and the brandy's so prominent I can't really get anything else out of it but the a little bit of spice and a lot of brandy. Cheers. Oh my. I just got hit by Muhammad Ali with a boxing glove full of spice. Whack. Woo! Nice too. And I did get a brandyish flavor coming across. It's sweet. It's proofy. I did not taste any ethanol. I did not get any burn on the back of my throat. And the burn on the back of the throat, I contribute to two things. One, I aerate it. Two, I let it breathe. Three, I take small sips. That is my recommendation. If I basically espoused any value tonight, it would be those three truths. Aerate, breathe, and small sips. Let's take another sip. That is so unique. It is so delicious. I do taste bourbon in there, but then that finish is paramount. It is almost, I'll say almost overpowering. It gets right up there and stops to where you still can pick up the bourbon, but with a very strong finish. Not quite as bad as some of those Amburanas I have, and I love Amburana, don't get me wrong, but some of the Amburanas is I have a hard time finding the bourbon in the Amburana. I can find the bourbon in this one, but that Armagnac brandy is very prevalent and very delicious. This is the kind of thing that I would drink, special occasion, weekend sipper, after a great meal. I would definitely save this for when I just want to sit back and really enjoy the evening. I had a great day, and this makes it even greater. Wow, that is some terrific juice. Let's take one more sip and we're going to go to final thoughts. Nice. Now, I don't know that all the Laws whiskeys are as good as this. This Armagnac is very unique. It's got the uniqueness of the Amburana with a lot more complexity. I'm just tasting so many things in there, I can't describe them. And I would need to spend more time with it, let it open up a little bit. Maybe a drop or two because it is high strength. You know, my thing with the limestone water, I did a special on it. Maybe adding 2 or 3 drops of water will open up some of the flavors. I'm going to try that later tonight. Oh yeah, I'm going to enjoy this some more. So it brings me to our recommendation system, and I need to look up real quick. Okay, that was quick. Did I write it on the bottom of the bottle? Hell no. I really need to do that. $89.99 is what I paid for this fine finished bourbon. And I would tell you it is a good, nope, I'm going to change my mind. It is a great value. I've got a lot of bourbons I've spent over $100 and aren't near as delicious as this one. So, value for the money, for $90 for what you're getting, a 6-year bourbon in this finish with this kind of sourcing, everything coming from one place. I'm saying great value. So, comes down to our recommendation system 1 through 5. 1 being stop the video right now. Oh, I'm tempted to say a 1. I really am. But because it's an experimental barrel, I don't think you're going to find it easily. If you do, it's a single barrel, so it may be different. So I'm going to say make it your next purchase, a solid number 2. I don't think you should shop around. I think $89 for a 6-year store pick, single barrel, 124 proof, finished in a delicious brandy barrel. I'll say brandy because it's easier for me to say. Solid number 2. I think it should be your next purchase. The trick will be finding it. Like a lot of bourbons, I would generally, if you have a bottle shop that sells this Laws brand, ask them about their experimental barrel. Maybe they can ask their distributor. Maybe they can get some the next time they order. It's definitely worth trying, definitely worth collecting. If you're a connoisseur, I'm not even sure if I'm a connoisseur, but if you're a connoisseur of fine bourbons, I think this should be on your shelf. So please like this video, comment, and share. And if you have a Laws bourbon, especially an experimental barrel, let me know what you think of it. And as always, never drink and drive. Please drink responsibly, and we'll see you next time. Oh yeah, I licked the frother. Don't tell my wife.